Hey guys, Izabella Ritz with Amazon Made Simple podcast, and this video, as I promised, will be in English with Russian subtitles. Всем привет! Не забываем о том, что каждое видео выходит с русскими субтитрами, и сегодня мы будем говорить о том, как же это круто поехать на ивент, на котором нетворкинги будут происходить непосредственно на крузах. Так что у нас в гостях сегодня Zolta from Riverbend. Поехали! Hello everyone, Izabella Ritz with Amazon Made Simple podcast, and today we are going to talk about the magic event that is going to happen in September 2022, and I have a very great guest today, Zolta. Welcome to my podcast. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Nice to be here. Very excited. I've heard such good things.
About the podcast? About the search?
Well, I know good things about Surge, but I've heard good things about the podcast and you, and we were able to meet over the last few events, so I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm glad you are here today. And Joe, let's jump straight to the topic because we're going to talk about the search and why people are supposed to be there. However, I would love people to know about the Riverbend first and why Riverbend decided to arrange this event for Amazon sellers.
So, yeah, great question. Riverbend is a company that my partner Leslie and I started about 5 years ago. With the purpose of helping Amazon sellers with their most troubling issues. ASIN takedowns, account takedowns, loss of privileges, all different difficult type of things that sellers have to deal with. I was a seller, so I was dealing with those things. And I realized that the only way I was ever going to grow my Amazon business and scale is if I didn't have to worry about those things on a day-to-day. So Leslie at the time helped me. And she took care of my issues. And I said, Leslie, we should take this model and roll it out to all sellers, big and small. So we have, over the last 5 years, we've built an amazing team of about 80 employees. A lot of them have ex-Amazon experience, I would say about half. We have some really smart consultants as well, some analysts that worked at Amazon, just tons of really great experience. They bring so much value to sellers. Any of you that have already used us, I would hope you would say the same, of course. But whoever hasn't, if you are stuck with an issue that's giving you a hard time, give us a call, and I'm sure our team would be able to help. riverbendconsulting.com. So
we're sending a lot of customers to you, and I heard when I was talking to Leslie, I believe we did a podcast like 2 months ago. Leslie told me the story about the customer who was I think it was car seat covers, and they burned the car, and like all these scary stories. Like, honestly, I was laughing, and it's like it's fun and scary at the same time, but sometimes you cannot not laugh on a ridiculous situation. But yeah, this ridiculous situation might kill your business and you will not be able to stand up ever again. So Riverbend is a really very right place to go and solve your issues, and it will be Amazon period solved period. So you guys are solving the problem. So why Surge? Why you created this event? Why you named it Surge? How was it born?
How was it born? So we actually had this idea about 2 years ago when COVID hit, that we wanted to throw an event with basically all of the people that we network with, right? So we kept seeing these events pop up, and it was very there was no real threshold, there was no real barrier to entry. It was just anyone that wanted to join a show would speak or would exhibit, and we kept thinking we really would love to share our inner circle with the whole Amazon community, just because of the position that we're in and who we work with on a daily basis. We work with some of the brightest and most I would say really the best sellers on Amazon, some of the largest volume sellers, of course, but also with so many private label sellers that have really figured it out and scaled and built 10, 20, 50, $100 million brands. And we said, how do we kind of create something where everyone has access to that? And especially during that time when COVID hit, we became so remote. There were no shows. There were podcasts, there were webinars. That's great. But to really get everyone to get the feel of all the networking that we have to offer, we just didn't feel like there was a show out there. I mean, we went to Prosper. It was great. We went to, some of the other shows after that, but it just didn't have the feel that we really wanted. So Leslie flew up to New York one day. She's in Texas, and she said, Joe, I have this idea. You want to do it with me? I said, sure, why not? So now here we are. We've put together an amazing group of speakers that are going to really cover all the different high-level topics of Amazon, but also give great insight. And I think the cool part about our event is that you'll be, if you attend, which I think you are, right?
Yeah,
Izabella?
I'm speaking there too, by the way.
Awesome. So you see what I mean? We have amazing speakers. And I think a cool part about the show is it's not just sitting and watching a stage and not having that personal relationship with the person speaking, but there's going to be multiple times that are coordinated to network, right? Not just like going to a show and say, oh, there might be an event that's not thrown by the actual show, but maybe you'll run into someone, or maybe you'll get invited to something. No, this is everyone that's going to be at this event gets a chance to network multiple times, one on a cruise and another time at an arcade, and then a welcome party, tiki bar. So we're having the people that are speaking, who are these super successful people that really unlock the code to Amazon and other e-commerce platforms, speaking with the people that are there to see and learn. So to me, that's the beauty of this event.
So you mentioned the fun part. And a lot of people that do love the fun part. And sometimes they're going to those events, not just to learn, but also like if you are work hard, you have to play harder. And you mentioned cruise. So what is going to happen on a cruise, and how big will be the cruise, and like where is it? Will be just the boat, or people will be having fun, and there will be like a couple hours there. So how?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's like kind of like that Vegas thing. Whatever happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. I don't know. Anything can happen. I mean, there's going to be drinks. There's going to be food. We're going to be going out to sea, not far, just soft, calm waters. I think for about 3 or 4 hours. It's a huge boat. It's like a yacht, and it's going to be pretty sick. So we're expecting to have most of the people that attend the show on the cruise. Some people obviously are afraid of the boat or get seasick. So I'd say we're expecting about 75% of the people that come will be on the boat. Wonderful. And I think it'll be awesome.
So it's you're not crossing any borders. So people who are like still immigrants here and they're like fighting with a green card or something, so they can go, if they are still sellers, so they can go on a boat.
Yeah. No
That's
issues
awesome.
there.
Okay, sounds good. So another questions you said it will be the tiki bar.
Yes, so there's a tiki bar party. It's a welcome party. So the first night, we're going to be doing that. It's kind of like a welcome, everyone getting to know each other, going over the agenda, making sure that everyone maximizes their time at the event, but also just to kind of, after a long weekend, to kind of chill and get ready for the show.
Wonderful. And what is another networking event?
So we're also going to have an arcade. So that's going to be going on the whole time, but it's not just like a regular kids arcade. There's going to be drinks up there, some old school, cool, retro games. And it's just like a place to escape to.
Will be like the
like 3 or 4 sessions. I think like skee ball, like Mortal Kombat, a lot of the video games, basketball shooting game, all those type of things. So it'll be like kind of taking your kids to the arcade, but without your kids, so you actually get to have fun yourself.
Wonderful. Well, it's really exciting. When I don't remember if you went to the Brandon Young event that was the networking in Miami, in West Palm Beach, at the powwow.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we've been also playing arcades, and I was thinking, damn, it's actually such a good idea to play it, even like it's pretty old, but people are actually having fun. So it doesn't matter at what level of income you are. You're like a child. You want to have fun.
We're all children at heart, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Every single adult, as long as he is a kid inside of him, he's still growing. The moment he thinks that he's too cool, that's it. His life is over. So you also mentioned that you guys will have a pretty big sellers who are going to speak on a stage, right?
Yes, we are.
So what
So
are the main
we are
topics?
having,
So what they're
so the
going to talk about?
topics, we have some really amazing sellers speaking, and that's what I'm so excited about, because these are people that we get to speak to, lucky enough, on a daily basis when we're solving their problems. Or again, it's a very collaborative approach that we take at Riverbend. We're working with the sellers. We're not just telling them what to do. We're getting all the intricate details, from them, and then devising a plan together. So some of these people that we speak to are brilliant, and we asked them if they would speak publicly, and thank God, a lot of them said yes. So we have, this amazing woman from High Key. Her name is Maddie Henshaw. She's a big reason why High Key became one of the, I think, #1 selling snacks on Amazon, period. They're doing, a lot of business, and they've, I think, since then gotten into retail. They may even have sold a part of their company. So, they've been doing fantastic. We also have this amazing law firm, which I think a lot of people are familiar with, but from the wrong end of it, this law firm kind of goes after them if they're selling a product that they shouldn't. But getting that type of insight from a company called Voorhees, the top guy there is coming and speaking. That's going to be a great insight on how to kind of navigate those waters and not get targeted by guys like them. And then just throughout the day, there's people that are the top guys at aggregators, the top guys at ad agencies, the top guys at financial agencies, helping funds. So we're really kind of touching on all the parts of it. And then, of course, we have 4 or 5 slots for our team. Some of our VIP consultants that have been at Amazon for 20 years. Not everyone gets to speak to them every day, right? So them on stage, giving great insight, giving examples, giving guidance on how to avoid problems and get ahead of things. I just think there's tons of value here.
Well, given what you're describing, I bet it is. And to my knowledge, you will guys also have the exhibit hall. Am I mistaken or not?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so it's also like the full conference with the exhibit hall and with the networking, with the huge networkings on the boats, and the conference where people are speaking on the stage.
Yeah, so the flow will kind of be like this. You walk into this beautiful hotel, the Grand Hyatt in Tampa. Obviously, everyone will be staying there, and it'll be easy, convenient. And then you walk through this relatively nice hallway with windows on both sides, beautiful. And that's where the exhibitors will be. It's not a ton of exhibitors. We kind of limited it to, a good amount. I think it's like maybe 10 or 12 exhibitors total. So really important companies that you're going to want to meet, spend time with, learn about their services, things like that. And then after the exhibit hall, go straight into the speaking rooms. So this way you're getting to kind of walk through and have time to spend with the exhibitors, and then go see the speaking, sessions.
Wonderful. Do you have already agenda set up? So when it starts and when it's ended, and when people can start having drinks?
You're just interested in the drinks, Izabella.
Me? No, I just know what people love the most. When we've been at all of the events, and as an exhibitor, every other person been asking, where can I have a drink?
Seriously. Oh my God. So it must be that this Amazon business is much more stressful than I think. Everyone just wants to drink, huh?
Yeah, me personally, I'm not drinking right now at all. So I'm like, it's already a couple months I'm not drinking, and it will be probably like one, maybe more year. I just decided to.
Wow. Okay, good for you. Well, it sounds like not everyone else is on your page right now.
Well, that's why I'm asking about the drinks.
So the Tiki party starts at 6:30 Tuesday night, which is the 6th. So there'll be like a networking event, 6:30 to 8:30 that night. After that, everyone could just chill, hang out at the hotel, hang out at the bar. And then the event starts the next morning, the 7th, and all day on the 7th, and then all day on the 8th. And I believe the cruise is the 7th at night. Yes. So 6 to 9 on the 7th is the cruise. And then Thursday, there are also breakout sessions with a keynote speaker, panels, and all that between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. So it's about if you all in, it's about a day and a half, day and a third event. But again, not too heavy on just sessions. We want people to go, hear everything, let them absorb it, and come back, then network a little bit, you know, make some good contacts there. And I think those are usually end up being the best shows, where you get to learn a lot, but also make a ton of connections where you and those people can continue to speak as you grow, as they grow. That's where it all happens.
Yeah, that's correct. Like Kevin King said another day, the real business happening not when you're learning in front of the screen, but when you're drinking with people next to the bar. Again,
Kevin's great.
Yeah.
Kevin's great. He's right too.
He's right too, of course. Okay, Joe, thank you so much for sharing the information about the event, guys. We're posting the link for the registration to Surge, and it's happening September 6th to 8th, 2022. I'll be there, and my team probably will be there too, and we'll be happy to meet you. And welcome to the huge, amazing, awesome Amazon community, also positive Amazon community. Joe, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.